It's so great to see him like this. He's such a joy now, and life is finally back to normal. But 6 months ago, it was a whole different story. It was one of the most stressful and traumatic times in our lives. We couldn't understand why Brandon kept acting out with so much anger. Neither could the daycare centers. He was always in trouble. So, like a bad version of musical chairs, we kept getting kicked out of one daycare after another. Not that it was their fault, or anyone's for that matter. Frankly, none of us were equipped to deal with the severity of Brandon's problems. We knew his behavior wasn't normal, and we knew it wasn't acceptable, but we had no idea how to help him. If only we knew then what we know now, we would have gone to Positive Leaps at the first sign of trouble, not the 20th. I sat down with their great staff, and almost immediately, I felt some of the pressure fade away. Someone finally understood my problem, and they knew how to fix it. I had hope. And in no time at all, he was fully enrolled. From the start, he was initiated into simple, new ways of interacting with others. It wasn't harsh or mean, it was positive.
Abby, good job focusing on the book.
And most of all, it made sense to me and to Brandon.
Brandon, take a break.
Naturally, given all we'd been through, I was skeptical at first. But the more I started to understand the thinking behind the techniques, the more obvious and sensible it all seemed. Positive Leaps looks and feels like a regular classroom, but in fact, it's a carefully designed environment that allows for behavior to be studied and modified. The core concept is actually pretty simple, but execution takes skilled specialists to change a child's behavior.
Here, thanks for putting your crowns away so nicely. Awesome job, buddy. Good job focusing. Wow, Brandon, thanks for following directions and cleaning up your crowns right away.
Bad behavior shrinks away when it's ignored. Ignored immediately,
Take a break.
precisely, and with no drama.
Chair. Awesome job, Abby. Brandon, your turn.
Good behavior
Good job following
flourishes
directions,
and grows when it's encouraged, immediately, consistently, and with high praise.
Awesome, excited face. Good job following directions, Brandon.
Thank you.
At first, I couldn't believe how rapid Brandon's progress was. In only a matter of days, I started to see improvement. But it was only the beginning. Brandon quickly learned how to identify the underlying triggers for his violent outbursts. He was taught specific strategies for countering his angry feelings. The private therapy sessions enabled Brandon to develop an insight into himself, his peers, and his family. But Positive Leaps didn't just work with Brandon. They also helped me to understand what I needed to do. I'm still not seeing the same results that you are here.
Don't worry, that's typical. That's why we have therapy. We'll talk about it.
Their behaviorist worked closely with us until we had mastered the techniques. And before long, we were able to bring the same methods that work so well here at Positive Leaps back into our home.
Aw, you beat me again.
Well, it's just a game. At least we had fun.
You're right, we did.
And the bottom line for me, it works. Brandon's behavior is corrected. No more outbursts, no more violent temper tantrums. We have our little boy back. He's happy and even confident. And I just loved the way this whole process ended at Positive Leaps. On his last day, they held a graduation ceremony for Brandon. It's been years since I've seen that much joy in my son's face. The teachers are amazed at the transformation, and Brandon looks forward to going to school every day. Brandon really was able to make that leap from negative to positive behavior, and that has made all the difference in our lives.